So before the pandemic, when my sister and I used to go shopping at the mall, we would always go to Forever 21. And it was kind of a joke because we'd go there every single time we went, and the store is huge and there's so many clothes and options. The clothes are always changing. But ironically, we would never find anything. But we'd go there every single time because the clothes were cheap and they were trendy, so we were like, why not? Let's check it out. And Forever 21 and many other well-known fast fashion stores such as The Gap or Urban Outfitters or Shein is a popular one online are very appealing to consumers such as myself and my sister because of their cheap prices, their trendy clothes. But if you look just below the surface, you will find that most of the clothing companies that we shop at on a regular basis are participating in a worldwide moral failure, which is the exploitation of the planet and the people living on the planet. For starters, fast fashion is extremely damaging to the environment. In the attempt to make clothes as cheap as possible, most fast fashion industries do not make durable, quality products, and as trends are constantly changing, this creates a ton of waste. According to the Council for Textile Recycling, the average American throws away about 70 pounds of clothing and other textile waste every single year. And according to the Environmental Protection Agency, 17 million tons of textile waste were generated in 2018 alone. I can't even fathom how much textile waste that is. And when these pieces are thrown out, they don't just sit there, they harm the environment. Microplastics found in synthetic fabrics are known to harm aquatic ecosystems. Microplastics have been found in the stomachs of marine life, and that marine life can end up on your dinner table. So the shirt that you threw away a year ago could end up in your fish that you're eating tonight. And that's kind of scary. And on top of all of that, according to the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, the fashion industry is responsible for 10% of CO2 emissions each year. The fashion industry is responsible for 10% of CO2 emissions. The CO2 emissions that are destroying our planet. And that is also very scary. But second, the more scary and more concerning failure of the fast fashion industry is their exploitation of vulnerable people all around the world. According to the Global Slavery Index, there are 40.3 million people being exploited by modern-day slavery worldwide, and 24.9 million of those people, so a little bit more than half, are currently in situations of forced labor. Forced labor making our clothes. Forced labor is a form of modern-day slavery in which people are forced to work or provide a service against their will or under the threat of punishment. And in the United States, imported garments are the second most likely type of product to have been produced by someone in slavery. And in order to keep prices down, fast fashion industries produce many of their products in sweatshops and in factories that take advantage of people who are impoverished or have lack of education or don't have access to a sustainable job, and they take advantage of these people in these really hard situations. And often in these areas, the government may be corrupt or weak in general and not stand up for these people. And when I look back at my first week of college, I had no clue that any of this was going on. And it was kind of a shock to me when I heard about this in my freshman seminar class for the first time. I was shocked. I was overwhelmed. I was very disturbed. I was like, how is it that the American Eagle jeans and shirt that I'm wearing right now are most likely created in the hands of an exploited worker in a sweatshop somewhere out there? And I was very disturbed. And I still am disturbed. I'm very overwhelmed by it. But the difference now is I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference. And that was kind of the turning point for me, is realizing I'm only one person. I can't change the whole situation. I can't solve the problem of the evils of the fast fashion industry or solve modern day slavery, but I can make a little bit of a difference. And the ways that you can make a difference with this are either buying from companies that have ethically produced products, or one good way is thrifting. It's good for your wallet. Thrifting is cheap. It's good for the environment. Reduce, reuse, recycle. And it's also good to fight against the fast fashion industry as a whole because it cuts that consumer demand for their products. And actually, everything I'm wearing right now was actually thrifted, and I have been thrifting only for the past around 3 months since I've learned about this. And in conclusion, in the future, I want to keep doing that. Not only thrifting and buying clothes that are ethically sourced, but making sure that everything I purchase is ethically sourced and that I know where things have come from. And I ask myself that question, where did this come from? Who made it? Is it ethical? I don't want to be part of the cycle of modern day slavery that the fast fashion industry has helped propel. And that will take time and it will take money, but it will be worth it because I want to make a difference. And you can too. Thank you.